Good morning, guys. It's very early. I have to go to work soon. But I wanted to make a quick video just kind of recapping what happened in May and where we're starting out the month of June at. I feel like a lot happened in May. I learned a lot. My weight definitely fluctuated quite a lot. So we're going to talk about that now. So I started out the month of May. I'm looking down because I have my FitnessPal pulled up, which, by the way, I don't know if I talked about that in any other video, but previously, if you have been here for like a long time, you know that I have a calendar on my wall in my bedroom where I used to keep my scale. But we moved. I no longer really have that kind of space to have that. So I've just been using my FitnessPal. The downside is that you can only record your weight one time a day. The upside is that I can like log in from anywhere and I can find it. So I mean, that's the good thing. I started at the beginning of May. I was 174.4 on May 1st. And then starting out June, I was 174.6. So pretty much negligible amount. However, if you go back to May 31st, I was 173.8. So I actually found, like, for a few days at the end of May, I was 173.8. It wasn't just like that one time. But there were times in May that I got up to 177 pounds. I was like very much bordering at that 175, 176, high 176s. I got to 177 just the one time, I believe. But I really had to reflect and figure out like what was going on, because I have been making an effort to eat more whole foods, eat less oil, eat less sugary things. But I found myself still just like struggling. So until about a week ago, I was just trying to like survive, I feel like. And so I was just eating whatever. Definitely like anytime I would go to Chamberlain's, which is like a local, similar to a Whole Foods, but not, it's like a mom and pop kind of place. Anytime I would go there, anytime I would go to Publix, I would always get Sun Butter Cups, and I would eat at least one pack of those, if not two, because just being real, like, it's like some sort of trigger for me. And so I was finding that, I don't know, it's like I almost get like a little bit of a rush off of it, which makes sense because it's high sugar, probably high salt. I don't know, I never looked at that, but definitely high fat. So, you know, all those things to make like the addiction centers go off in your brain. But yeah, so I've been more mindful of not doing that. I've been trying to drink a lot more water because I feel like I've just been kind of like chronically dehydrated, just like not drinking enough liquid, period. So I'm trying to do more of that. I'm trying to eat more fruits, which also have a lot of water in them. Like, it's watermelon season, and I have not really been a watermelon girl for a long time because at one point I was kind of sensitive to it, but I've been trying it out in the last week or two, and I do feel like I've been okay with it. So I have been having that, which obviously has a lot of water content, which is great. So one of the things that I learned in May was that I am on a medication that can really mess with your metabolism in so many different ways. I mean, it can stop you from, like, stop your body from processing fats. It can, you know, which then they just pack on. So like, that's not good. It can impact like you metabolizing carbohydrates too, obviously also not good. Which the reason that I need this medication is I have chronic migraines. I have one right now actually, and I'm just trying to like push through, but it can like dull down your sympathetic nervous system, which is what I need because that's part of the reasons that I get migraines. And some of the symptoms that I get are very like sympathetic nervous system-esque, because I will get a super high heart rate and like out of nowhere, like it'll be like 170 and I'm sitting down. So or at least that was pre-Propranolol, which is the one that I take for my migraines. It's also like good for anxiety for obvious reasons because it calms down your sympathetic nervous system. So in doing some research, I found out that, you know, weight gain is a big side effect of this medication. And I feel that I just really, in a lot of ways, haven't been taking care of myself, but then also I've just not been paying attention to my weight fluctuating or going up or down. And anyways, one of the big things I learned is that I have to be more mindful of moving, number one, like getting more steps in, moving my body, obviously, which I will be completely candid is a difficult thing at times when I am completely burned out from my 9 to 5, completely burned out. So like mentally, I feel like I've just not been in a great place because I'm burned out. And so then it's like one big cycle, right? So it's like mentally I'm not doing great, so then I'm not eating great, so then I'm feeling worse, so I'm moving less, so then I'm feeling worse, and it's just like a big cycle. I am just being more mindful of that. Anyways, so we're a few days into the month of June. I was 174.6 on Sunday, which was the first, 174.8 yesterday, and I'm back to 174.6. I feel like that like 0.2 fluctuation is like really nothing. Like that could just be that I had to take emergency migraine meds yesterday, and one of the things that my emergency med does is it does not do well with my GI system. It pretty much shuts it down. So, you know, if I haven't pooped in a day, you guys know, if you haven't pooped, you're gonna weigh a little bit more. So anyways, that's kind of where we're at with that. I'm on day 2 of a migraine, so that's great. I'm hoping I can get over it sometime today. But yeah, that's kind of where we are starting off the month of June. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I would love to hear if any of you guys are on propranolol and if you've noticed the weight gain or anything like that. I feel like my neurologist said something very minimally about migraines or about weight gain with the propranolol when I first went on it, but she was very like, I feel like she minimized it. It was not really like something she emphasized at all. It wasn't like, oh, you really need to pay attention to your weight, like this will help you gain weight, like, or help you gain weight or make you gain weight. I don't know, it does something, right? Like I definitely have experienced the weight gain aspect of it, but I'm not going to say that it wasn't my fault too, because I for sure have a hand in it, right? Like I choose what goes in my body, and I've not been making the best choices. I will be completely honest. And part of that, again, it's like my mental health is in the gutter. I'm burned out, which part of me coming back to YouTube is me getting unburnt out. Like I'm really trying to focus my energy that I do have into something positive so that I can create more positive energy. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.